Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. Are you looking for a full-size SUV that's not gonna break the absolute bank? Well listen, for 2025, Chevrolet has given us the Tahoe LS, which I have right here. And this one has a lot of features for a base model, quote unquote, that isn't gonna go well over 80, 90 grand, which a lot of these full-size SUVs are going for. This one is an LS, really no options available, and it stickers for just over $63,000. So for $63,000, is this a good value? Well, let's find out today by taking a deep dive, showing you some of the features, and doing a walk around on this vehicle. Again, 2025 Chevy Tahoe LS. All right, so let's take a deep dive into the front end of this vehicle. So again, this is the LS, the base trim level. And the good news is you have full LED daytime running lights here. You also have full LED headlights here. And you do have sensors here on the front for your parking sensors. So as you get close to something, you will get beeped at if you're getting close to something. So you'll see sensors right there. The other thing is this vehicle does have a 360-degree camera standard on this vehicle. So the camera is actually located right below the Chevrolet badge there on the front. And then the other cameras are located on the side mirrors and then one in the back. So overall, a very, very well-equipped front end. The other thing you have standard here is a lot of safety features. So you have automatic emergency braking on this vehicle. You also have radar lane keeping assist as well. So very, very nice features to have on this vehicle. Now, on the wheel size here, you have these nice silver painted 18-inch rims here on the LS. The good news is, yes, they're smaller than a lot of the 20, 22, 24-inch wheels that you'll see on the market, but overall, you have a nice amount of rubber here. These are 265 tires there, and so overall, a very nice rubber on the actual vehicle, which will give you a nice, cushiony, soft ride there on this vehicle. I would actually take an 18-inch over a big 24-inch. That gives you a lot of bumpy rides on a lot of these bigger SUVs. So let's go to the side and the back of the vehicle now. All right, so now we're on the side of the Chevy Tahoe LS, and you're gonna see that you have a nice silver roof rail here on the side of the vehicle there. You can then put some crossbars if you wanna take some extra stuff, maybe on a vacation or that kind of stuff. You can put extra cargo up there on the top. Nice chrome finish that runs from the back door all the way to the front door with the big mirror on the front. And then you also do have side steps here built into this LS as well, so it'll make it a little bit easier to get inside and out of that vehicle. 18-inch rims here on the back, same size as the front there, same size tire and everything else. And then also you do have your cap back here on the driver's side of the vehicle. It is a capless design, so you just pop the door open, put the gas cap in, or put the gas pump in, and you're good to go on the vehicle. Now, yeah, on the back side of the vehicle here, you do have your tail lights here that are built in with your brake lights and your reverse lights. You also do have rear parking sensors here standard on this LS trim level. So when you're backing up, it will beep at you if you get close to something. You also have Chevy badge back here, Tahoe spelled out on the back, and a washer here on the back camera for that 360-degree camera, which is nice. Third brake light up here, and then the the wiper on the rear is actually hidden behind this this kind of fin on the back there, which is awesome. It kind of hides it, makes it a really nice, clean, flush design here on the back. Now, if you pop open this cargo area, it is a manual opening roof or back there tailgate, so no power on this LS, which is fine. The only thing is, it is kind of low. So I'm only 5'9", and I only have about an inch left there of space in the actual vehicle. So let's come back here and let's show you the actual cargo area. All right, so now we're in the back of the Chevy Tahoe here LS. Now, this cargo area is going to be very similar to all the trim levels that you get, and you have about 2 feet of space here from the back seat to the actual area here where the trunk actually shuts there. But underneath here, you really don't have that much extra space, is actually what I was actually confused about. But your spare tire is actually under the rear of the vehicle here, so some of that space is taken up. So not a lot of space below anything, but you do have an okay amount of space just behind the third row. Here's the craziest part. Chevrolet has a mid-size third row SUV, the Traverse, that has just about the same amount of space here behind the third row, and you have space underneath this cargo area. So kind of a miss there on the Tahoe, in my opinion, but that's how it's been there for years in the Tahoe. Because it's a rear-wheel drive based vehicle, you lose a little bit of cargo space in the back. Now, these third row seats, you can then fold them flat. They can go down. There's 3 in the back here, and you can fold them flat, and then you have all that extra cargo space if you need that as well. You do also have a regular 110 outlet back here, a regular whole household outlet back here if you want to plug something in. So overall, cargo space area, it's a Tahoe. It's not going to be the biggest in the world. If you want more space, go with the Suburban, but it's going to be very competitive in the third row full-size SUV segment. Let's go to the middle row. All right, so let's go to the rear of the vehicle. Now, I did want to show you here on this vehicle. This one does have actually proximity alert here on the vehicle. And so this is the actual key on the vehicle. It has unlock, a lock, remote start, and the little release button for the hatch in the back there of the vehicle, plus hazards there. But it has proximity alert, and you have the ability to get inside this vehicle without taking the key out of your pocket. So it's unlocked now. If I press this little chrome button on the door, it then locks the vehicle. I can't get in. And then I can also then just press the button and get inside the vehicle. So very nice feature to have. And it's nice that they have it on the rear of the door, of the rear doors as well. Now, come into the actual rear door panels back here. You do have softly padded armrests back here. You have a chrome door handle inside. You also have your unlock and lock buttons back here in the second row, which is pretty unique. Power window options, little storage area here on the top, middle, and bottom there. And it kind of just progressively gets a little bit bigger there on the storage areas. Now, over to the seats itself here. They are cloth finish here in the LS, not a big deal at all. They're very high quality cloth seats, and they're very cushiony. They're very nice and soft. But here's what you have options here on the second row. Now, the second row is a bench. So you do have 3 in the back, you can put it there, 3 in the middle here, and 2 in the front. So 8 passengers total here in this LS. The second row, you can slide upwards, forwards, backwards, that kind of stuff there. To give maybe some more room in the third row, a little more room in the second row, depending on how you have it set up. You also can then fold the second row seat down completely flat. And if you do that, you can then have cargo area here that stretches all the way from the rear of the vehicle all the way to the front. You can also, there's a little kind of strap back here on this back portion here. So once you release it, it kind of pushes you right up there, so be careful. But you can pull that, and it flips the seat completely out of the way. And then I can then step up and get into the third row a lot easier. What I would like from Chevrolet, and they really do this in other vehicles that they have in the GM product line, is they have vehicles that have a little bit of button, a little button at the top or a little lever that you just pull at the top here of the second row, and it slides them out of the way, so you can keep a regular child safety seat in the actual vehicle here without having to take it all the way out and then fold it up. And it makes a lot easier there to get into the third row. A small minor gripe, not the end of the world. It's not the, like I said, the end of the world there to get into the third row. Now, in the center console here, and I'm going to get inside here, this front seat was set up for me at 5'9". At 5'9" here in the second row, the seat's pushed all the way back. I still have about 6 to 8 inches of space here in the second row, so very comfortable. And you do have some climate controls back here, 2 USB-C ports, and another 110 household outlet back here. So I can plug in all of my devices back here as well. And if you have kids or anything, they can plug in all their devices as well. So very comfortable, plenty of head space. You have little air vents up here at the top, and then little hooks there where you can hang some clothes and stuff too. So overall, very comfortable vehicle here in the second and third rows. All right, so now we're up here in the front of the vehicle. You see that there is Tahoe spelled out here on the driver's side and the passenger side door. And same way with the rear door, you have proximity so you can get inside and outside the vehicle without getting the key out of your pocket. Now, going to the driver's side door, soft cushion armrest here. You have unlock, power windows, power locks, power mirrors, all those options right in here. Chrome door handle, and then storage nooks down there on the door as well. In this LS, again, base model for the Tahoe, you still do get power seats here with power lumbar support in this vehicle. These seats are very comfortable as well. So again, if you're not looking to spend a crazy amount of money, this LS Tahoe still gives you a ton of features, and I'll show you more once we get inside the vehicle. But you still have a leather wrap steering wheel here that is tilt and telescopic here in this vehicle. And then you also, on the left side of the steering wheel, you have a lot of controls. This one is four-wheel drive as well. So you have the four-wheel drive options with the auto options there right there. You also have your automatic headlights here, which this one does have. You can control all those right here by this switch. You also have the buttons there for your parking sensors. You also have the button for your 360-degree camera and your lane keeping assist system. Overall, this vehicle is really, really well equipped for a base model vehicle, and especially for a four-wheel drive. just over $63,000 before any discounts at the dealership there. So overall, a very, very nice vehicle. Let's get inside and let me show you the two screens inside this vehicle. Really quickly, before we go into the front there, I wanted to also go over the engine specs here on this vehicle. Do you like V8s? Well, listen, Chevrolet still is offering the 5.3 liter V8 Ecotec engine here that produces 355 horsepower in this vehicle. You can also option up if you get higher trim levels. You can get the 6.2 liter V8 still here in the Chevrolet lineup. Thank you, Chevrolet, for leaving the V8 in these big, massive SUVs. A lot of manufacturers are going to turbocharge 6 cylinders, which still produce a ton of horsepower, but it's good to have an old-fashioned V8 under the hood there. So thank you, Chevrolet. Let's go into the interior now. All right, so welcome inside the Chevrolet Tahoe LS here for 2025. Now, one of the biggest things that Chevrolet updated was the infotainment screen here, and that's where we're going to jump into right away now. So we have a 17.7-inch touchscreen here that has Apple CarPlay and Android Auto, wireless Apple CarPlay and Android Auto. It also is built based off of Google, so you have Google Maps built right into your system, and look how far it stretches over to the side there. Absolutely awesome to have Google built in here, and this screen is very snappy, very fast. Here's the other best part. You have the Google Play Store, so you can download extra apps here on the vehicle. You have Amazon Alexa if you want to do with that. You have the My Chevrolet app, and you just have overall a whole bunch of controls here. There's the 360-degree camera. You'll see that right there. You can see all the way around the vehicle, plus right behind you. This vehicle also has auto park assist here on the LS, guys. Auto park. So you can go and you can click, I want to parallel park, and it will parallel park the vehicle for you there with the sensors that it has. Absolutely awesome to have here on this vehicle. It has some trailering apps, climate control, because it does have tri-zone climate control for dual zone for the front two passengers, which we'll go to in a second, and then the tri-zone for the rear there as well. So overall, very, very nice, very snappy screen there in the middle. Now, let's go up a little bit here because you have your dome lights here in the front. You also have the ability to turn those lights on and off as you open the door up. You have GM's very good OnStar system, rear view mirror there. And then down a little bit further past the screen, you have your stop start button right here. You also have your hazard lights, which is kind of hidden in the middle of these air vents, but you also have your dual zone climate control options right here. Little storage nook down here on the bottom that also has your USB ports that you can plug into and then hook up to the system. You also have two very nicely sized cup holders here, a really big center console here that you can pop open and have more storage space and more USB ports down there in the inside as well. And then coming over to the steering wheel, you have this really nice thick steering wheel here on the vehicle that controls the screen right here in the middle. That is a digital cluster as well. And you can siphon through different things by just pressing this button. Look, you also have Google Maps built right into the screen there. You also have your digital speedometer, all that kind of stuff. You also have your speed limit or speed sign recognition as well right there. So overall, just a really nice setup here on the inside of the vehicle. Very, very advanced on the technology side of the vehicle here. Now, on the left-hand side, you do have your cruise control options here. This is not adaptive cruise control because you are in that you are in that LS trim level here, but you can option up to get adaptive cruise control and higher trims. You also can get GM's Super Cruise option that will make this portion of the steering wheel up here light up green when it has hands-free driving there on the higher end trims here above the LS. But on this LS here, you do have that really nice leather wrap steering wheel and still have a cruise control option here. Plus you do have your lane centering option there. So and this actually, I'm sorry, this is adaptive cruise control. I apologize, guys. This is adaptive cruise control in this vehicle. I apologize. I thought it didn't have it, but you'll see that you have the gap adjustment right there controlled by this button. And so this is adaptive cruise control in this vehicle, which is an absolute steal here on this LS trim level. Now, shifter here is a regular shifter, but it's right here on the back. So you pull towards you and then up to go in reverse. Again, that will then pop up that 360-degree camera. Towards you and then down for drive, and then press the button here on the side for park. You do also have your paddle shifters here on the back that you can shift through the transmission here. And then you have your options here on the stalk on the back here for your wiper blades for the front and the rear there. You just press this button here on the side to then squirt some water on the glass above there. Let me give you a shot of the buttons here next to the steering wheel that we talked about outside there. But again, parking brake, auto stop start system, your parking sensors, your lane keeping assist there. You can turn that on and off, your traction control, 360-degree button, all that kind of stuff right there. And then your automatic headlights all located right there. Overall, the LS is a steal at this money. All right, so that's been a quick walk around on this 2025 Chevy Tahoe LS trim level. And the question is this a steal for $63,000? And I think I said it a few seconds ago. The amount of features you get inside this vehicle is an absolute bargain for just over $63,000. When some of these features that this vehicle has, like a 360-degree camera, you have to spend $80,000, $90,000 on some of the other full-size SUVs in this segment to get some of those features. And that comes standard here on this LS trim level. Plus, you get the updated infotainment screen with Google built in for 2025. That is an absolute awesome thing to have. And the V8 under the hood still comes in this vehicle. And if you want 8 passengers, this is an easy way to get an 8-passenger vehicle and still have plenty of space for cargo on the top and in the rear of the vehicle. Listen, guys, I think if you're looking for an LS and you want maybe leather seats, heated seats, you can still option those up with aftermarket options instead of spending all the money to go up to a higher trim level. I think this LS is an awesome value for the money there. Let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you think this is the best value in the Tahoe lineup. And let me know if you would be buying this vehicle in this segment as a full-size SUV. I did want to give a shout out to my friends here at Hertrick Chevrolet of Salisbury in Salisbury, Maryland. They gave me the ability to do a video on this vehicle right here while they had it in stock. If you're in the market for a vehicle and you live in Maryland, New Jersey, Delaware, Virginia, any of those areas there, they would love to help you out and earn their business. I'm going to put their number down in the description below. Fantastic folks, and they'll take great care of you here again at Hertrick Chevrolet of Salisbury, Maryland. That's been, again, that walk around on that 2025 Chevy Tahoe. If you haven't done so already, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. We got more videos coming your way. We're going to try to be posting a lot more videos to stay up to date on all things that are in the automotive industry. Thank you all so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next video.